students. Today we are going to learn how to solve a probability question using the binomial theorem. So the question on the right which you see, which deals with solving a binomial probability problem where you have 10 unbiased coins being tossed simultaneously, and we have to find the probability of obtaining exactly 6 hits, exactly 8 hits, no hits that means all tails, or at least one head, that means 9 tails, and not more than 3 heads or at least 4 heads. So these are the 6 questions or 6 parts we have to answer. So let's go one by one and answer each part. Now first, always when you get a question like this, please write down the basic information for yourself. Alright, so the first information is our n. Okay, so the answer, our n or number of trials is equal to 10. The probability of getting heads is 0.5. Probability of getting a tails, so that is q, is also equal to 0.5. How do we get this 0.5? Because we know if it is an unbiased coin, automatically the probability of getting heads or tails is 0.5. Alright, so using that logic we know that probability of head is 0.5 and probability of tails is also 0.5. Alright. Now another basic information which you should remember, the probability of any event or getting a particular result for a number of times, we are getting that using the formula. So let me rewrite this. We are getting that using the formula. Probability of any event occurring r number of times is equal to probability of x equal to r. Again I'll erase this. X equal to r is equal to n c r p to the power r and q to the power n minus r. Alright, where NCR is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial multiplied by r factorial. This whole thing is multiplied by p to the power r multiplied by q to the power n minus r. So now using this formula we will solve most of these problems. For some we will have to change the logic a bit, but more or less this is the method. Now first let's answer part 1. Probability of x equal to 6, that means equal to probability of getting 6 heads. So this becomes probability of x equal to 6 is equal to n c 6 p to the power 6 q to the power 10 minus 6. Alright, now let's replace the values now and expand the combination. So here n is 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 6 factorial multiplied by 6 factorial. P is 0.5, so 0.5 to the power 6, and Q is also 0.5 to the power 10 minus 6, which is 4. So now let's expand this combination. What do we get? 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now what is 6 factorial? 6 factorial, 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 multiplied by 10 minus 6 factorial or 4 factorial. Now before we open up this part 4 factorial, okay, let's just first solve the combination part. Okay, so to avoid confusion, let's just solve this 10 c 6. Okay, now let's do a bit of revision. 6 factorial, which is in the denominator, is the same as this part. Okay, so we can replace that part by writing 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. Oh my bad, sorry. Into 8 into 7 into 6 factorials. In the numerator, that 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, 1 becomes 6 factorial. In the denominator anyway, it is 6 factorial into 4 factorial. Alright. So that means I can cancel out this. Numerator, denominator have the same thing. Now this I can simplify, is equal to 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 divided by 4 factorial, which is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this becomes 4 into 2 is 8, cancel out. 3 3s are 9. So I get 210. So this part is nothing but 210. Alright, easy. Okay, now let's go back to the formula. So we were calculating probability of 6 sets. We had NC6 multiplied by 0.5 to the power 6 into 0.5 to the power 4. Alright, so let's write that again. So probability of getting 6 heads is equal to 10C6 into P, which is 0.5 to the power 6, and probability of getting tails 0.5 to the power 4. So this first part we have already solved, it is 210, right? 0.5 to the power 6 plus 0.5 into 0.5 to the power r leads to 0.5 to the power 6 plus 4. How? Because this part is the same. When the actual number to which we are taking the power is the same, we can add the powers, or you can calculate them separately and write. Either way you will get the same answer. It is just that we are shortening the problem. Alright, so this is nothing but 210. Now please remember, 0.5 you can use the calculator, or you can also write it as 1 by 2 to the power 10. Okay, so just a reminder for you guys, 210 multiplied by 1 by 2 to the power 10 is nothing but 1 by 1024. Okay, or you could have calculated this separately, half to the power 6, half to the power 4. You could have multiplied that also, that is fine. Either way you can do it. Now 210 divided by 1024, when you calculate you get 0.205. So this is the probability of getting 6 heads. Now the most complicated part of this calculation is just the combination part. Rest is very easy to calculate if you have a calculator. Second problem, please take a look. Calculating exactly 8 heads, or no, sorry, it's not exactly, it is at least 8 heads. That means 8 or more. So probability of x greater than or equal to 8, that means 8 or more heads. Remember, whenever it is at least, it is 8 or more. So what is that? That is probability of getting 8, or remember, whenever probabilities you have or, you add them. Okay, so plus probability of x equal to 9 plus probability of x equal to 10, right? So very easy to do. Oh, sorry, let me just erase this part. Alright, let's scroll it up. So now when we resolve this, you can actually calculate them separately, or you can calculate them together. I prefer to calculate separately to avoid any confusion. So x equal to 8 is equal to 10C8 plus multiplied by half to the power 8 and 1 minus half, which is again half, to the power 10 minus 8. So this is 10C8 half to the power 8 multiplied by half to the power 2. Now as I already told you, this becomes half to the power 10, which we have already calculated. Half to the power 10 is nothing but 1024. So this part is the same for I think all the problems which you'll calculate, all the different parts, x equal to 9, x equal to 10 you'll calculate, but the combination part will be different. So what we can do is, because they are all the same, so probability of x equal to 9 will be 10c9 half to the power 10 again. You can cross check it. Okay, I'll leave that part to you. Probability of x equal to 10 is equal to 10c10 half to the power 10. So this is now very simple problem. So this becomes probability of x greater than or equal to 8 is equal to probability of x equal to 8, which is 10c8 half to the power 10 plus 10c9 half to the power 10 plus 10c10 half to the power 10. Now when you simplify, you can take half to the power 10 common out of all these, and you have 10c8 plus 10c10, sorry 10c9 plus 10c10. Now for your information, 10c0, 10c10 or nc0, ncn will always get you 1. The simple answer will always be 1. So this becomes half to the power 10, 10c8. Okay, 10c8, what do you have? 10 into 9 into 8, 7 into 8 into 7 into 6, but that is nothing but 8 factorial. So I will just write 8 factorial divided by 8 factorial into 10 minus 8, which is 2 factorial, plus 10 into 9 factorial divided by 9 factorial into 10 minus 1, 10 minus 9, which is 1 factorial, plus 1, because 10c10 is always 1. I don't need to even calculate it. So this becomes half to the power 10 multiplied by, now this becomes 90 divided by, so 8 factorial will get cancelled out, 90 divided by 2 factorial, or in other words 45. 45 plus 10 into 10 into 9 factorial, 9 factorial, 9 factorial will get cancelled out, this becomes 10 plus 1. So this becomes 45, 55, 56. 56 divided by 1024. Now when we divide 56 by 1024, we will end up with 0.055. So 5.5% probability, 5.5% probability of getting at least 8 heads. Alright. Now let's do part 3, which is the simplest one. So probability of no heads, or probability of x equal to 0 or 0 heads. Alright. Now this is very simple to calculate. Probability of 0 heads is 10c0 multiply half to the power 10 half to the power 0. 10c0 is 1 always, half to the power 10 into half to the power 0 is again 1. So half to the power 10 is 1024. 1 divided by 1024 is 0.001. Right? Which in other terms is 0.1% probability of getting 0 heads or no heads. Now 0.1% is basically almost close to 0. So it is very unlikely that you will get 0 hits.